Erev Tov, everyone. So before I'm going to say my Dvar Torah, I want to say it in a lot of gratitude to our parents, Shani and my parents, because like about an hour from now, 10 years ago, we got married. This is our 10th anniversary now. So thank you very much. Which means our last day of Sheva Brachot was actually Leil HaSeder. So if you're like being crazy of cleaning everything, just imagine your kids are getting married tonight, and then you need to also organize Pesach and everything. So a lot of gratitude to them. This Shabbat is Shabbat Parashat Tzav, also Shabbat Parashat Agadol, and it's also the 10th of Nisan. This is the Hebrew date that we're going to mention in Shabbat. And why is it special? Two reasons. One of them, we read in Parshat Bo, on the mitzvah we need to do in the 10th of Nisan. That's the day we're taking the lamp we're going to use in Pesach, our Korban Pesach. It says, ובעשור לחודש הזה, ויקחו להם איש צא לבית אבות צא לבית. The 10th of this month of Nisan, take the lamp in order to be ready to do the Korban Pesach. And why is this so special? So if we're getting back to the story of Yetziat Mitzrayim, the 10 plagues, so right after the plague of the big animals, Arov, Pharaoh tells Moshe, you know what? Just go. Not just go, sorry. He's not telling him to go, but he's telling him, you know what? You can sacrifice to your Hashem. I respect that. I'm giving you the freedom of faith, so you can be here in Egypt and just sacrifices to your Hashem, to your God. And Moshe smartly says, well, inside Egypt, the cows and everything, they're holy for you. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to sacrifice the lamb in the middle of Egypt where it's so, I'm scary on my people. They would kill us, but also I respect the Egyptians. And then we see later on in the Obein that I just mentioned, this is exactly when the 10th of Nisan and the date we're saying, you know what? You didn't want to let us go. Now we're going to go and we're going to do the Pesach inside of Egypt. That's the first action of actually become Bnei Chorin, actually become free people. Because as we know, Hashem can take us out of Egypt, Hashem can bring us to Eretz Israel, but eventually it's about the person itself. You need to really feel Ben Chorin. So how do you do that? You do an action. You take the lamp 5 days in advance, and hopefully that changes something in your heart that make you be ready to Pesach better. Now, these days, of course, we don't have the Korban, we don't have the lamp, but that's the first question to ask ourselves, what can we take to ourselves this Shabbos to come more ready to Wednesday night for our first Seder, right? So that's the first question. The second one, why the 10th of Nisan is a special date. So if we go to Yechezkel, how do you say Yechezkel in English? Yechezkiel or so? Yeah, okay. Chapter 40. So it says, ב-25 שנה לגלותנו, 25 years of our, in diaspora, בראש השנה בעשור לחודש. So, the head of the year, which implying to Nisan, בעשור לחודש, the 10th day of the Chodesh. And now starts in Sefer Yechezkel, a long prophecy. That's the end of Sefer Yechezkel for 6 prakim, 6 chapters. A whole description of the future Bet HaMikdash. Isn't it so beautiful? Meaning, that's the date, the Torah tells us, that Yechezkel got the prophecy of the future Bet HaMikdash being built. So I think it means that even though Leil HaSeder is the night we actually celebrate our redemption, that's when we, Bezat Hashem, going to get the future redemption also. Maybe there's some power of this date of 10th of Nisan. Again, that was when we first took our lamp, did our first action of starting, be ready to be free people. But also, that's the day that the prophecy of the third temple, Bet HaMikdash, is coming to Yechezkel. So, who knows? There's expressions say, Yom Mesugal, like a day that have ability to do stuff. So prepare yourself. 2 days from after this Shabbos, if you hear the drasha from Rabbi Posner, of course, but also, again, what the thing you can take, what the daven you can give, that's a special Shabbos probably, and not just because it's our 10th anniversary. Good evening.